combat mode.
Forget it.
Iceland offline for now. That massive dose of coral nearly killed you. Please, you have to focus on one now. I've sent you the marker data. Let's head toward the elevator going to the upper level. Dude, we're within firing range of the PCA's satellites.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
At 30%. 1 repair kit. Terminated. Intruder has escaped satellite point.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected. That machine.
Great. We found a sea weapon. That tourist is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt with.
Systems down. The generator's going to explode.
Must be an independent firm. There's money, no doubt. Intercept!
Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door's stuck! Door's stuck! Please! I beg you!
2 repair kits removed. professional outfit and you might live.
Who's that creep think he is? I ain't here because I want to be.
Undertale deploys, the odds are not in your favor. Maggots. Great. You can tell this to posterity. Mean old missing and died on that wall.
Who could be following you?
Go deal with a mercenary who went in alone, they said. You never change. Never failed to impress.
I'm back as fuck, boy.
It's controlled by Core 2.
Snow 61. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent
움직인다. 예상이 됩니다.
I'm sorry. And I'm grateful. 621. There's nothing left to bind you. Whatever choices you make now, I just hope you find your true potential.